Greetings! Welcome to Flax Pond and the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences virtual convocation ceremony for 2021. We are delighted to be able to join with the President in celebrating your fantastic achievements and your new beginnings, but in this case, virtually, with a little more SoMAS-specific, personalized attention to details. And a commencement it surely is. We are now on the precipice of a new world, a new dawning with a relatively new decade, a new POTUS, perhaps the end of a global pandemic, and the apparent dawning of a new era in social justice. It is exciting, and you didn't just live through it, you helped make it happen. And as SoMAS graduates, you can lead the way, by example, in respecting and protecting all living things, including the human ones. And in return, you should get that back. You are part of a new generation of world leaders who know that not all life events and not all life turning points are planned. And yet you know that you can pivot, you can adjust, you can think creatively, and you can respond in positive ways. And perhaps more importantly, you have learned how good it is to reach your hand out to those who may be struggling and pull them up to move forward with you. A little more than a year ago, most of you had never uttered the word Zooming. Well, some of the most important things you will ever learn and experience will be completely unplanned, like this past year. And among the things I hope and expect you have learned is that you can do difficult things and you can succeed and go far, even in the face of considerable adversity. You have been through essentially experimental online courses, the difficulty of collaborating and communing with friends and relatives and fellow students remotely, the stresses of wanting to be with friends and family and the simultaneous need to protect them, the distractions of a national election, an assault on our nation's capital, and a nationally televised trial, all at once. With all of this stress now apparently ebbing, there is a sense of relief building in all of us. You did it. But much more than that, you did it and you came out the other end of this crazy year stronger, better, smarter, tougher. I wouldn't wish this past year on anyone, but here you are on the other side of it, and you can now take on just about anything. So don't waste that inner strength you now have. Do something bold. Take on big challenges. And channeling Carl Safina, don't be afraid to fail. If you don't fail at some things, you are probably not aiming high enough for yourself. You deserve for your life to be an astonishing success, nothing less. And remember, as you go down your future uncharted path, remember that we are with you. SoMAS is a great family, and we will always be a willing partner with you and supporter of you. Go far, but not so far that you can't reach out to us. We can help you and help celebrate you. So in closing, congratulations to you, SoMAS graduates, and thank you for your commitment to contributing to the quality of life, not just for humans, but for all living things. And let me remind you that you are powerful. You can change the world in the most positive ways. You can make a difference on our planet, so I am urging you, be unique, be special, and give of yourself to others. And give back to the earth that has so effectively and wonderfully supported humanity. Let me finish these thoughts about great relief by quoting one of the world's most impactful people, Rachel Carson, who said, "There is something infinitely healing in the repeated refrains of nature, the assurance that dawn comes after night and spring after winter." Happy spring, folks. The future is yours. Stay healthy and stay connected. We want to hear about your future adventures. We have two guest speakers at today's SoMAS Convocation. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you the first of those, Jim Gilmore. Jim has a long history with SUNY, having received a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology from SUNY Plattsburgh and a master's degree in marine science in the area of fisheries management from Stony Brook, from what was then the Marine Sciences Research Center in 1985, working with our former Dean and Vice President for Research, Dave Conover. He currently enjoys, as do we, his position as Adjunct Professor in SoMAS. He has had a long and illustrious career in the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, where he started as a Marine Resources Specialist in DEC's Stony Brook office in 1986. He became the Chief of Marine Resources in 2007 and became the Director of the Division in April 2016. A few of his notable achievements include the creation of comprehensive DEC natural resources programs in New York City, enhancement of urban fisheries and marine habitat programs, the New York City Environmental Fund grant program, and land acquisition in excess of $100 million, including the Mount Loretto Unique Area and St. Francis Woodlands. When he was Emergency Response Coordinator in DEC's Region 2 office, he played an essential role in organizing the DEC's response to the 9/11 attack on the World Trade Center. Most importantly, Jim is a passionate advocate and protector of New York State and Long Island natural resources, and especially its fisheries, and is a passionate advocate and promoter of SoMAS. For all these things, we are grateful, so thank you, Jim, and welcome. We invite you to say a few words in celebration of our students' achievements.
Congratulations on your graduation and a job well done. I'm not sure if you realize it yet, but your life is about to get a lot more exciting and interesting. And I know because what seems like only a few years ago, I was exactly where you are today. Not only figuratively, but literally, and I have the picture to prove it. Here's Jim Gilmore back in May of 1985. I graduated from SoMAS, or the Marine Sciences Research Center back then, and was in this exact spot in front of Endeavor Hall, although the trees, like my hair, were a lot thicker back then. However, in some respects, I and my colleagues had a lot easier than all of you. You earned your degrees in one of the most challenging times in the last century. Succeeding in your academic goals while dealing with a global pandemic is truly remarkable, and you should take stock in not only do you now possess an awesome education, but how resilient you are to have accomplished this during COVID. And your timing is pretty good, since it appears we are moving past the difficulties of the last year or so, and the future for you is very bright. I hope you are aware by now that your SoMAS education and degree has prepared you to be leaders in career fields with great diversity and opportunity. SoMAS not only prepared you to succeed, but also to be the best at whatever path you choose to explore. Whether it be in academics, research, education, government, politics, the legal field, private industry, or advocacy, to name a few. You have the tools right now to be the best at any of them. I base this on experience and data, not entirely from my loyalty to my alma mater. In my position as DEC's Director of the Marine Division, I've interviewed and hired hundreds of individuals during my 30-plus year career. Applicants from SoMAS consistently stand out as the best and are often hired for the positions. But not only do they get hired, they're able to hit the ground running and advance to the best we have. It's also an outstanding time of opportunity for pursuing careers in marine and atmospheric sciences. The issues of climate change, renewable energy, ecosystem change, population growth, air and water pollution, and many other factors coupled with issues of the past have opened up whole new careers that were not even envisioned when I graduated SoMAS. So let me show you a few examples. I have to take you to one of my favorite secret places. It's called the Ocean. When I graduated SoMAS back in the mid-'80s, I think we knew about 10% of what was happening in the ocean. Today, I think we know 10.5%. So there's great opportunities, and you folks are going to be the ones that are going to show us what's going on in the ocean and hopefully add a couple more percentage points onto that. Same thing with the atmospheric world. There's vast opportunities for research and understanding. And again, all you graduates are going to be the ones that are going to take us into the future. I grew up not too far from where we're standing right now, and it amazes me how things have changed since I was a kid. When I was a kid, to get over to Fire Island, you had to take a boat. There was no bridge back then. One of my favorite questions was, why did they build the lighthouse so far from the navigation inlet? Well, back in 1858, they built the lighthouse right next to the inlet. But the barrier has grown for several miles to the west since then, and it's only gotten more complicated recently. Climate change, sea level rise, barrier breaches, and intense storms are making us rethink our barrier management practices of the past. So this provides great opportunity for people coming out of school right now, because there's a whole new set of things that need to be looked at in terms of our management, and more research needs to be done if we're going to be successful as we move into the future. Some of our management practices of the past we've begun to rethink. Taking millions of fish out of the water, such as menhaden, turned out to be maybe not the best idea in the world. We used to do it for agriculture. We had huge reduction plants up and down the coast, but that decimated our populations. And it was also a bit selfish because we were just looking at human use of it. Now we're doing things called ecosystem management, where we're looking at the resource functions of things like menhaden and managing them so that they have not only uses for man, but for the benefit of the overall ecosystem. And that is opening up a whole new area of research that we want to look into, and management that is cutting edge. We used to do single species management. We're looking at multi-species and ecosystems so that we can have sustainable populations of important resources in our forage base. Aquaculture has been around for many years, but in the last few years it's really taken off, and it looks like it's going to expand into the future. Places that behind me where they grow oysters or hard clams are pretty common, but are expanding in our coastal areas, creating possible conflicts with our recreation and other resources. But we're looking at offshore areas now where they're going to be doing large ranches and they're growing things like tuna, salmon, striped bass, I've been suggesting, in very, very large areas. So it's a great use of our resource, but it's also going to be a concern for conflict. So we're going to have a lot of research, education, and management in those areas as we move into the future, which will provide some great opportunities moving forward. Burning fossil fuels has had significant impacts to our climate and the overall planet. The good news is that renewable energy is up and coming, and fossil fuel plants are a thing of the past. And not only will we put less greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, but we'll be killing less fish and marine organisms through cooling systems. However, windmills are the way with the future that will give us clean energy, but they're not without their problems. They will take up significant parts of our coastal environment, and they're planted in the ocean now. They will take up huge areas of the ocean if we're going to generate the type of power that people need. So another area that is a great economic boom for the country in terms of new jobs and where we're going into the future, but a lot of challenges for our coastal environment. We're going to have to look at how we're going to use the ocean to generate energy while maintaining our traditional fisheries and all of our natural resources. And you are all going to be leaders in doing that as we move into the future. These are just a few examples of the issues that lie ahead for all of you. There are many, many more. The opportunities are out there. So take all the knowledge, skills, and experiences you have gotten with your SoMAS education and be a leader in the new world challenges that we are all facing. I know you have it in you. So congratulations again, and shoot for the stars, make us all proud, and best of luck in your very bright future.
Our next speaker is Dr. Judy Brown Clarke, who serves Stony Brook as Vice President for Equity and Inclusion and Chief Diversity Officer. She serves Stony Brook by promoting a culture that values diversity and embraces equity and inclusion as essential to fulfilling the university's educational and public service mission. The past couple years have seen issues of race and equity come to the fore in a very public way in our country, and we thought it would be meaningful for Judy to speak to us about her perspectives on this issue and appropriate to commencement, where you have been and where we are all headed. Dr. Brown Clarke received a BS degree in audiology and speech science from Michigan State University, an MS in kinesiology from Michigan State, and a PhD from Western Michigan University in public policy and administration. Dr. Clarke came to us from Michigan State University in February of 2020, just at the very start of the pandemic. At MSU, she was Diversity Director of Beacon, the Biocomputational Evolution in Action Consortium, an NSF-funded research consortium of 5 institutions: University of Idaho, MSU, North Carolina Ag and Tech State University, University of Texas at Austin, and University of Washington. She was responsible for the development, management, and implementation of the seamless integration of diversity and inclusion strategies. Prior to her appointment with Beacon, Dr. Clarke served as the Director for the Office of Multicultural Affairs and Inclusion for the College of Communication Arts and Sciences at MSU, where she worked on the Dean's executive management team as a champion to establish a well-designed college branding of diversity and inclusion through the development of a vision statement and charter of commitment. For more than 10 years prior, she worked in the Department of Health and Human Services as a program policy and contract administrator and as a Children's Protective Services investigator. Dr. Clarke has an impressive array of achievement, having dealt with adversity and an array of challenges. She knows a few things about how you might feel about the last year and the hurdles you may have had to leap. Dr. Clarke has acted as an athletic and professional performance coach. She has a very impressive history as an exceptional athlete, having been a U.S. national champion, 4-time gold medal winner in 400-meter hurdles, won a silver medal in the 400-meter hurdles in the Olympics at LA, and was a 3-time gold medal winner in the 400-meter hurdles in the Pan Am Games. She was also Sports Illustrated Sportswoman of the Year a few years ago. So Dr. Clarke knows a great deal about challenges and hurdles and performance and achievement. Thus, she is among the best people to try to put your achievements in some context. Dr. Clarke?
It is my honor and privilege to congratulate all of SoMAS graduates. You should be extremely proud of yourself and what you've accomplished. I'm sure if I could go back and look at each of your journeys, I would see graduates that came to Stony Brook straight from high school, graduates that had life happen and come back to school to finish their degree, and graduates who are the first person in their family to graduate from college. Each and every one of you has an admirable story filled with tenacity, perseverance along this journey to accomplish one of your dreams, the dream that will positively change the course of your life as well as those around you. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the problems facing our community, state, nation, and world. In this moment, young people like you from all over the world are contemplating their future with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. Many are wondering what leadership role can they have in building a more inclusive, peaceful, and equitable world. Even though many communities and groups do not live in a coastline, the health of our oceans determine the health of our planet. Our bodies of water, such as rivers, lakes, ponds, depend on the ocean. The frequency and intensity of rising sea levels and storms will impact landlocked communities when displaced peoples are forced to move inward. In order to address marine issues, we must also acknowledge the socioeconomic, cultural, and racial problems that stop us from making progress in properly preparing our oceans and waterways. When we address worldwide ocean threats, we need to account for the voices of those who are most dependent on the ocean. Powerful leadership is being in the room, at the table, in control of the agenda. So now you're probably getting strategic and thinking, how do I get there and stay there? Always remember, you can be whatever you want to be. Just dare to dream and stay true to your core values. And remember these 10 important things. No one can ruin your day without your permission. Most people will be about as happy as they decide to be. Others can stop you temporarily, but only you can do it permanently. The best way to escape your problem is to solve it. Patience is when you're supposed to get mad, but you choose to understand. Look for opportunities, not guarantee. When things go wrong, don't go with them. A person who asks a question may be a fool for 5 minutes, but a person who doesn't ask is a fool forever. If you don't start, it's certain you won't arrive. And success stops when you do. I hope one of these made you smile. I hope it resonated with you, but you're the leaders that we need, we're counting on. We are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations. And we look forward to watching your journey to greatness as you continue your professional and your personal path. Thank you.
We will now award the certificates in Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences. Darlene Dittel, Jose Garez, Jenna Hans, Austin Reed, Kevin Rodriguez, Audrey Sinclair, Timothy Skula.
On behalf of the Atmospheric Science Division and all of SoMAS, congratulations to our Atmospheric Science graduates. We're so very proud of you. Obviously, this was not an easy year with COVID and all the online classes and everything, but you guys persevered. You even kept things going, such as the Meteorology Club and some other activities. So we thank you for everything that you've done for us as well. We hope you keep in touch with us. Best of luck in the future. I know you'll make us proud as well. And so please keep in touch. We'll love to hear from you.
We will now award the certificates in Coastal Environmental Studies. Anastasia Amaro Lahaz, Joseph Baruso, Paul Bushman, Nicholas Carl, Callan Green, Robert Marino, Mashat Tomari.
Coastal Environmental Studies graduates, congratulations. We're so proud of all that you've accomplished in your coursework, research, internships, and extracurricular activities. The sustainability and SoMAS communities are here to support you. Please keep in touch.
We will now award the certificates in Ecosystems and Human Impact. Savannah Cabrera, Jeremy Crane, Alyssa Diodato, Jacob Murphy, Catherine Sander.
Congratulations to all of you students who've graduated with an Ecosystems and Human Impact major. You did not have an easy 4 years. In fact, you might have had the weirdest, hardest 2 of the 4 years ever envisioned by anybody teaching college or going to college. Regardless, I know for a fact that a bunch of you have made it into graduate school and law school. Some of you have fantastic internships lined up. I'm really proud of you. Good luck.
We will now award the certificates in environmental design, policy, and planning. David Blason. Noen Cardozo Juaco. Alyssa Chow. Julia Chapman. Yi Chen. Matthew Coletta. Diego Ferreras. Emily Lai. Heikyu Pan. Sai Peng. Nayarit Tineo. Dante Bigliotti. Olivia Bowles. Dong Jia. Yufei Yao.
I want to say a heartfelt and much deserved congratulations to the graduates of the Environmental Design Policy and Planning program. Over a tumultuous and bizarre last year, you've all shown incredible resilience and done an amazing job, and you've gotten to the end. Congratulations again. I can't wait to see where you all end up, and please remember to keep in touch. Let us know if you need help. Let us know where you are, and we're always a phone call away.
We will now award the certificates in environmental humanities. Megan Gallagher. Abigail Ruiz. Robert Tahowski.
Hey, EHM graduates. Wanted to take this time to say thanks for all the wonderful work you did over the years, and I'm really happy to see you graduate. Robert, I know you'll go on to do great things in Florida. Megan, it's always been a wonderful, wonderful time to work with you on the projects. Abigail, you know, I can't wait to hear about your world adventures, and thanks to your mom for all that she did for me when I was in the Peconic Bay Hospital. And Noor, it's always an inspiration to work with you and to learn how much more I can work about the things I value. All of you are amazing students. All of you have been a contribution to the program. Go on and do great things. Bye.
We will now award the certificates in environmental studies. Matthew Erasmo. Samantha Ayala. Ashley Beltran. Aubrey Blanthorne. Martha Braun. Alexander Kalasi. Douglas Clare. Sean Daly. Emily Daniels. Austin Davidson. Natasha Ferreira. Alex Ferbizio. Lauren Hoffman. Sabrina Holzborg. Thomas Jensen. Victoria Kopich. Ashley Maggie. Elise McLaughlin, Alyssa Ing, Jessica Prosser, Laura Roche, Alex Schweitzer, Melanie Shaw-Smith, Brandon Spiciarich, Jillian Stager, Michael Streit, Carlos Vallejo, Christian Van Dusen, Christopher Werney. We will now award the certificates in marine science. Margaret Bradley, Emily DiLorenzo, Ava DeMaio, Leanne Dion, Christy Flanagan, Quinn Foster, Alessandra Giza, Brendan Hallinan, Clara Haughey-Gramazio, George Kalansopoulos, Jennifer Katz, Jeffrey Kramer, Molly Mai, Jason Mertzopoulos, Danielle Morris, Benjamin Nichols, Sasha Rosen, Megan Sullivan, Julia Sweeney, Alessandra Tempestoso, Sarah Wittenberg, Sadie Willison, Lucas Wong. We will now award the certificates in marine vertebrate biology. Sydney Bell, Muriel Bingham, Ashley Calderaro, Kiana Downer, Ryan Dury, Anastasia Goffman, Sarah Jacobson, Faith Kellum, Nancy Liang, Christina Pipari, Margaret Martello, Robert May, Alexandria McGorry, George Moniz, Emily Pica, Sandra Reyes, Alexandra Stevens, Max Sun, Faye Vale, Claire Vervac, Maya Voitelgum, Joshua Whitehead, Jin Zhu,
Hi, This is a message for ENS, MAR, and MVB majors. Congratulations. I'm so happy, I'm so glad that you guys made it. And guess what? I was sure in the first place you're gonna make it. It's a beautiful day. It's been a long year, hard, with lots of challenges. COVID wasn't easy. But guess what? You guys are primed for success because you've been through the hardest year, the hardest challenge the world has faced for a long time. So now everything is just going to be downhill, easy. And some of you don't have to deal with my assignments, all those crazy assignments to go and measure how large the Lake Ronkonkoma is before you can calculate heat flux, or go around and chase penguins and maybe sharks in Belize, or go to Jamaica and dive and write all about the corals. Everything now is gonna be easy, and I wish you all the success you can have, and I'm very sure you're gonna succeed. Thank you.
We will now award the certificates in Sustainability Studies. Nicholas Babal Kehan, Casey Barfield, Lei Chen, Shuaib Folarin, Brian Friebel, Morgan Jacobellis, Isaac Nikolic, Laura Osa, Anthony Otters, Emily Puleo, Catherine Ribolo, Kaylee Surace, Trinity White.
Hi, my name is Arlene Cassidy, and I am the Faculty Director for the Sustainability Studies major. I met most of you the first couple of semesters you were in our program, either as your advisor or as an instructor for the environmental economics courses. I was also fortunate to get to work with several of you on research projects, internship opportunities, and as TAs for my environment and economics class. All these experiences and more have led to your success today. I'd like to congratulate you on that success, especially through this trying year. You all prevailed. Your success demonstrates you've obtained the skills and the knowledge to understand our current environmental issues and the alternatives that lead to more sustainable futures. I believe you will all make a difference. All the best to all of you. You deserve it.
We would now like to recognize the following students receiving undergraduate research honors. Alyssa Diodato, Spatial Patterns of Non-Native Wineberry, Rubus phoeniculaceus, in the Ashley Schiff Preserve Informed Restoration Strategies, advised by Dr. Sharon Pochron. Morgan Jacobellis, AMPA affects the regeneration rate of the planarian Dugeza tigrina, advised by Dr. Sharon Pochron. Nancy Liang, changes in heart rate of American horseshoe crab, Limulus polyphemus, in response to environmental conditions, advised by Dr. Robert Serrato. Jeffrey Kramer, does diel cycling provide refuge from hypoxia and acidification in first-stage blue crab larvae? Advised by Dr. Christopher Gobler and Stephen Tomasetti. We would now like to recognize Ms. Kristen Matthews, the Interim Director of Alumni Operations, to announce the Stony Brook Alumni Association Dean's Choice Award winners.
My name is Kristen Matthews. I am the Interim Director of Alumni Operations here at Stony Brook. On behalf of the Stony Brook Alumni Association, it is with great enthusiasm and delight to announce the Stony Brook Alumni Association's Dean's Choice Award in the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, a monetary award from the Alumni Association and the Dean to some highly accomplished and deserving students. Each year, exceptional SoMAS students are selected to receive recognition for demonstrating outstanding achievements in their work and study. Please join me in congratulating Laura Oase, Sustainability Studies; Paul Bushman, Coastal Environmental Studies; Megan Gallagher, Environmental Humanities; Alyssa Diadeo, Ecosystems and Human Impact; Matthew Coletta, Environmental Design, Policy and Planning; Austin Reed, Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences; Laura Roche, Environmental Studies; Jeffrey Kramer, Marine Sciences; Brendan Hallahan, Marine Sciences; and Claire Vervac, Marine Vertebrate Biology. These students are impressive in their work, making a great impact to their fellow students, professors, and in our world, making them well-deserving of this Dean's Choice Award in the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences. Congratulations to you all.
We would now like to recognize Dr. Brian Colle to announce the Petra M. Udelhofen Memorial Scholarship Award and Timothy Magnuson Memorial Scholarship.
Well, it's my pleasure to announce this year's Udelhofen Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was set up in honor of the late Petra Udelhofen, who was a research assistant professor in atmospheric sciences in the early 2000s. This year's award recipient goes to Julia Tetrault. Congratulations, Julia. The Timothy Magnuson Memorial Scholarship was set up graciously in honor of Tim's memory by his wife, Jessica Dubinsky, and her parents, Candace and Stephen Dubinsky. There are two $3,000 awards. The first recipient goes to Miles Litzman, who will be a junior in the Atmospheric Sciences program in the fall. And the senior award goes to Grace Ahn, who will be a senior in the Marine Vertebrate Biology program in the fall. Congratulations to both of you.
We would now like to recognize Dr. Robert Aller to announce the Nuria Protopopescu Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching.
It is my honor to announce that Madison Meal has been selected to receive the 2021 Nuria Protopopescu Memorial Teaching Award. Before I say a few words about Madison, I'd like to comment about Nuria so that you understand the background of this award. Nuria was a graduate student in marine biogeochemistry at SoMAS from 2005 to 2012 when she died tragically. Nuria worked on developing sensors for sedimentary biogeochemistry, and Dr. Qingju Tu and I were her co-advisors. So I speak today from personal knowledge of Nuria and also feeling for her. In addition to science, Nuria was a musician and known for her wonderful performances locally, particularly in jazz. She was absolutely dedicated to promoting green chemistry and chemical education for the public. In fact, one of the greatest gifts of Nuria was an extraordinary talent and enthusiasm for teaching. So in her honor and memory, the Nuria Protopopescu Memorial Teaching Award is presented annually to a SoMAS graduate student who demonstrates excellence in teaching, innovation in instruction, and exceptional dedication to their students. So I'm pleased to say that Madison Meal meets these criteria and exceeds them. In fact, Madison has been teaching for a number of years. While an undergraduate at Alfred University, she was a supplemental instructor in biological foundations and cell biology. And since coming to SoMAS, she's served as a graduate teaching assistant in diseases of aquatic organisms and twice in environmental microbiology. She's earned incredibly high praise from her students who enthusiastically endorsed her nomination for this award. They describe her as an exemplary TA. In 2020, in fact, she continued to be exceptional in all regards in teaching and took on double duty because of the pandemic, COVID pandemic, and taught twice as many lab sections at half the normal density. So again, I'm pleased to present the award to her this year. And I'd like to also comment that she should feel exceptionally honored as the competition is quite stiff for this award, and in receiving it, Madison has much to be proud of. Thank you, Madison.
We would now like to recognize Dr. Ellen Pikitch to announce the Pikitch Family Endowed Student Research Award.
We established this award to recognize excellence in research and to encourage career advancement for a SoMAS graduate student. On behalf of the entire Pikitch family, it's my pleasure to congratulate Adele Molina as the 2021 recipient of the Pikitch Family Award. Congratulations.
We will now award the certificates for the Master of Arts in Marine Conservation and Policy. Amy Bavosa, Christopher Biondi, Nicole Durgositz, Amanda Hannafin, Camilla Pihaki, Sydney Rose Randall, Stephen Silverman, Christine Suter.
Congratulations to the graduates of the Marine Conservation and Policy program. You have successfully navigated all the tasks that we set out for you, and we are all extremely proud of everything you've accomplished here. Also, I want to applaud you on choosing a career path whose goal is to save the ocean. It's clear to everyone now that the world needs people like you more than ever. And I am excited to see how your careers progress once you leave us, and wish you continuing success. And always know that I'm here for you as you move along in your career. Congrats again.
We will now award the certificates for the Master of Science in Marine and Atmospheric Science. Sharif Abdullah, transcriptomic characterization of hemocytes from different body fluids of the eastern oyster, Chrysostria virginica, advised by Dr. Bassam Alam. Benjamin Bacon, a microphysical analysis of the January 4th, 2018 blizzard, advised by Dr. Brian Colle and Dr. Pavlos Kollias. Colin Bennett, the ability of native and invasive rhodophytes, Gracilaria tickvahi and Daisy Siphonia japonica, to inhibit harmful algal blooms caused by Ariococcus anophygeferans, Pelagophyceae. Advisor, Dr. Christopher Gobler. Nathaniel Chester, effects of environmental variability on ribbed muscle ecophysiology informed by high-frequency, non-invasive HFNI sensors. Advised by Dr. Nils Volkenborn. Dylan Cottrell, eelgrass responses to mesograzer epiphyte interactions at the shallow and deep edge, paired observational and experimental structural equation models. Advisor, Dr. Bradley Peterson. Jacob Flanzenbaum, assessing the composition and limiting nutrients of harmful cyanobacteria blooms in Cabreras and Prospect Park lakes. Advised by Dr. Christopher Gobler. Keenan Fryer, impact of mesoscale data assimilation on the primary snowband within the cyclone comma head. Advised by Dr. Brian Colle. Dallas Jordan, divergent post-breeding spatial characteristics of sympatric albatross species in the North Pacific. Advised by Dr. Leslie Thorne. Benjamin Keel, comparison of clustering approaches in a multi-model ensemble for U.S. East Coast winter storms. Advised by Dr. Brian Colle. Mateo Mazik, benefit cost estimation instruments for storm surge seagates, Long Island, New York. Advised by Dr. Malcolm Bowman. Holly Rucker, habitability of Eridania Lake, an ancient Mars lacustrine hydrothermal vent, compared to an Icelandic analog fjord site. Advised by Dr. Roy Price. Christopher Sessler, evaluating the economic impact of water quality changes on recreational fisheries in the Long Island Sound. Advised by Dr. Anthony Dvarskas and Dr. Donovan Finn. Nora Strakodine, the ability of Asian clams, Corbicula fluminea, and eastern oysters, Crassostrea virginica, to filter and accumulate toxins associated with bloom-forming cyanobacteria. Advised by Dr. Christopher Gobler. Noah Stryker, a global population assessment of the chinstrap penguin, Pygocellus antarctica. Advised by Dr. Heather Lynch. Christopher Wozni, mitigation of eutrophication through restoration, denitrification potential of hard clam, Mercenaria mercenaria, spawner sanctuaries in Long Island estuaries. Advised by Dr. Christopher Gobler. Magdalena Robel, the sensitivity of coastal morphology to climatic variables. Advised by Dr. Henry Bukinevich. We will now award the certificates for the Master of Philosophy in Marine and Atmospheric Science. Marin Mitch, advised by Dr. Robert Serrato. We will now award the certificates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Marine and Atmospheric Science. John Bojorquez, research, design, and application of a financial sustainability assessment tool for marine protected areas. Advised by Dr. Ellen Pikitch. Justin Bopp, population dynamics, movement patterns, and resource use of American horseshoe crabs, Limulus polyphemus, across spatial and temporal scales. Advised by Dr. Robert Serrato. Patricia Clyde, occurrence and fate of pharmaceuticals and personal care products in nitrogen-removing biofilters. Advised by Dr. Bruce Brownowell. Ashley Cohen, particle-associated microbial processes in permanently anoxic Fayetteville Green Lake, Fayetteville, New York, a window to the mid-Proterozoic Ocean. Advised by Dr. Gordon Taylor. Tara Dolan, population diversity, connectivity, and resilience in winter flounder, Pseudopleuronectes americanus. Advised by Dr. Michael Frisk. Sabrina Jerisi-Yee, taking the X out of QPX disease, distribution and dynamics of the hard clam pathogen Mucochytrium cohogii, formerly QPX, cohog parasite unknown. Advised by Dr. Jackie Collier. Molly Graffam, hydrobiogeochemical dynamics in wood chip-based subsurface barriers, implications for nitrogen removal and pollution swapping. Advised by Dr. Nils Volkenborn. Evan Ingram, movement ecology of juvenile and subadult Atlantic sturgeon in the Hudson River and New York Bight. Advised by Dr. Michael Frisk. Kylie Lane Lewis, ecology of nitrogen-removing microbial communities and applications to wastewater treatment. Advised by Dr. Jackie Collier. Jinan Lee, multiphase chemical kinetics of hydroxyradical uptake by amorphous organic aerosols at typical tropospheric temperatures. Advised by Dr. Daniel Knopf. Shi Lu, photochemical mineralization of marine refractory dissolved organic carbon, RDOC, method evaluation and optimization. Advised by Dr. Steve Beaupre. Samantha Nair, the influence of plants on nitrogen biogeochemical cycling in constructed wetlands. Advised by Dr. Roy Price. Mariana Rius, evolutionary origins, regulation, and function of carotenoid biosynthesis in the marine heterotrophic eukaryote, Arantiochytrium limacinum. advised by Dr. Jackie Collier. Jiabao Wang, P&A like MJO teleconnections, metrics, dynamical processes, and future change, advised by Dr. Hemi Kim. Xiaoning Wu, the role of tropical cyclones in the climate system, an exploration of coupled atmosphere-ocean aquaplanets, advised by Dr. Kevin Reed and Dr. Christopher Wolf. Now, please join us in congratulating the winners of the Best Thesis and Best Dissertation Awards. Best MS Thesis was given to Noah Stryker, a global population assessment of the chinstrap penguin, Pygocellus antarctica, advised by Heather Lynch. Best PhD dissertation is awarded to Jinan Li, Multiphase Chemical Kinetics of Hydroxy Radical Uptake by Amorphous Organic Aerosols at Typical Tropospheric Temperatures, advised by Daniel Knopf.
I want to say a special congratulations to all of our students who are leaving us with graduate degrees in this pandemic year, be it the MA in Marine Conservation and Policy, the MS or the PhD in Marine and Atmospheric Science. We are really joyous to celebrate your accomplishments today. We're very proud of you. We're eager to see what you do next, and we really hope that you will stay in touch and keep us up to date on what you are doing next so that we can share the joy of your further accomplishments with you as well. Congratulations.
Well, we have come to the end of our program for the day, and we hope that it has been meaningful and enjoyable for you. The end of today's program, but we hope for us, the beginning of a longer-term professional relationship with you and the beginning of your own professional journey. We hope that the challenges and adventures you have had here at Stony Brook will give you the strength and self-confidence to tackle even bigger challenges in the future. We have tremendous confidence in you. Thank you for being part of the SoMAS family. We will always be here for you. Congratulations, graduates. Take care, stay in touch, be safe and healthy, have some fun, and do good for the world.
Congratulations, SoMAS majors. This is Kurt Brecht, SoMAS lecturer and director of our Semester by the Sea program. We worked extremely hard here at the university, especially during this last year under very trying circumstances. You're now much better equipped to understand our world, our atmospheric, our oceanic, our terrestrial systems and how they function and how we interact with them. You're well equipped to go out and find solutions to some of our pressing environmental issues. So as you begin your careers, whether it's graduate school or a job or just taking some time off to figure out what your next step is, I wish you the best of luck and hope you take today and the next week and hopefully the summer and celebrate on your accomplishment with your friends and family. This has been a very rough road this last year and you've persevered. So congratulations, and we'll see you soon.
To 2021, congratulations. Your senior year might not have been how you envisioned it, but we've all learned a lot about gratitude, adaptability, and resilience. Best wishes for all of your future professional and educational endeavors.
Congratulations, SoMAS graduates. Now, go save the world.
Just want to take this moment to send a happy congratulations to all SoMAS graduates. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful summer, have a great time, and go on to do the great things that I know you can do. Take care.
Congratulations to all of you who just graduated from any of the SoMAS majors. You guys are going to go on and do great things and have more fun than the chickens. Seriously, I'm very proud of you. yourselves. Bye.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You've made it. You've graduated. And you've graduated through the toughest of times. 1.5 times longer than the people who graduated last year because they had only 1 semester. You had 3 semesters to go through COVID and graduate. That's a big challenge, and you made it. Now, I've been teaching ocean physics this semester, and every time we had a test, a midterm, something, they wanted a study sheet. And I'm gonna give you a study sheet. Mpende mamako, mpende babako, fanya kazi kwa bidii, wapende watu. If I sounded like I was speaking in tongues, I was. That was Swahili, my mother tongue. Doesn't matter what I said. I was saying love your mom, love your dad. But there's no study sheet for life. Don't expect anyone to give you a study sheet. If they do, they'll be lying to you. You have all the ingredients to survive. You have all the ingredients to succeed in life. Because what Stony Brook has given you is not how to identify penguins, to identify sharks, to identify different types of clouds, to design beautiful buildings, sustainable building and stuff. That's not the issue. What we've done collectively is to teach you how to think. And if you can think, you should be able to succeed. And I'm sure you will succeed. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't have graduated. You would have failed, but you did it. You passed. So you are ready for it. Go see Wolf. Congratulations.
Many people dream of higher education, and some people start that journey, but only a few people actually achieve a degree. You guys did it, and you did it under extraordinary circumstances. Here at SoMAS, we are super proud of you. Congratulations on your graduation. We wish you the best of luck as you continue on to future projects and hope that you keep taking good care of yourselves.
Congratulations, graduates. You've all worked so hard to achieve your goals, and you have conquered so many challenges. Now, as you face the future, dream new dreams. Remember to embrace life with passion and to reach for the stars. We are all cheering for you as you start this new adventure. Fair winds to you. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the SoMAS graduating class of 2021. You made it. You got through what was probably one of the most difficult periods of your life. But nothing worth doing is ever easy. So I hope you take the lessons that you learned here at SoMAS and bring them with you out into the real world. The environment needs you now more than ever. So I hope you use these lessons to make the world a better place. And I hope the one lesson you take away from, most importantly, from SoMAS is no bananas on boats. Best of luck moving forward. Please don't be strangers. Stop by the Marine Station. We'd love to see you. We'd love to hear what you're up to. And have a great summer.
Congratulations, SoMAS graduates. Now go and save the ocean.
Congratulations to the SoMAS class of 2021. Today is a day to be filled with big, toothy smiles. All the best and stay in touch. Take care.